Right, I'm here with Sam Dakin and Callum Saunders. I'm going to ask them a few little questions. First of all, what I want to clear up, boys, you know what I'm going to say, the froths.
Yeah,
You're
man.
part of a WhatsApp group, it's just you sprinters. Where the heck has froths come from?
I feel like it's a Kiwi term. I don't know. You're just frothing. You know, you're just ready to go.
Yeah,
Just
mate,
absolutely fizzing for it.
Yeah, but fair enough. Can I have anything to add with that?
Frothing from everywhere, just excited to be here, you know?
So much
Just
froth
the
right
froth
now.
just flowing out of us. It's
Right,
just,
yeah.
yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough. Anyway, boys, right, individually, you can answer this one at a time or both of you. How did you get into cycling? When did it first start for you both?
Crack on.
I got a mountain bike when I was 8 years old. Ripped it around with my dad, and I was always competitive, even paper, scissors, rock with my brother and sister. So naturally, man, I tried the road, I tried mountain biking, but my legs got too big, and the hills didn't get any flatter.
Yeah,
So
hills are not good for that.
no, so I found track sprinting, and I found out that you could go like 70k an hour, and you could ride behind a motorbike at the same time. And I thought that's pretty damn cool.
Win-win.
So here we are.
Nice. Callum?
Yeah, pretty similar story. I grew up, I grew up rurally on like a wee vineyard in Marlborough, and my mate lived a K away, and it was a lot easier riding a bike, a lot easier than asking mum and dad for a ride, so just rode bikes to get around, and it's just kind of a mode of transport, got out of hand. I was lucky to grow up kind of, yeah, racing track, road, mountain bike, but grew up at the stage when Sam Gaze was racing mountain bike, and like Regan Goff and those guys are racing roads, so I was humbled pretty quickly there, and then yeah, managed to sort of carve out my place in the track and was like, all right, cool, I'll take this and charge forward. Yeah.
Nice. First bike?
It was yellow
Yellow, that's a good start.
from a shop called Bike Barn
Nice,
in
nice.
New Zealand, and it was actually full suspension. Well, that was my first mountain bike. My first bike, I can't remember, had training wheels and
Oh, my first track bike was a lorry door, and it's like he's a old school racer in New Zealand and used to make his own frames, and so I got it from the old local club. I think I'd grown out of the club bikes before I even got put on one, sort of thing. So yeah, got put on this old lorry door, and a bunch of legends had ridden it before me, so I was like kind of passing on the baton.
Nice.
Yeah.
We've all been there. We've all been
it's
there.
good, it's good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
First memories of competing. We've all got them. I remember mine. I was 8.
What was yours? Where were you?
I was on a velodrome actually when I was like 5. Yeah.
I was on a mountain bike, I think, at a place called Woodhill Forest, just ripping around.
Yeah.
Oh, probably with the Wheat-Bix triathlon is iconic in New
yeah.
Zealand. Every kid does what you call the Wheat-Bix tri. You know what Wheat-Bix are?
Wait, with the little biscuits.
Yeah, mate.
Other cereals are available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like,
Just want to clean it up.
as a kid, everybody does that. That's the first time I remember competing, and I just remember wanting to beat everybody, and
Can you remember where you came? No.
didn't win.
No. If you're not first, you're
I
last.
don't think, yeah, it's one of those ones that you can't even win. Like everyone gets so competitive for it, but then like everyone gets a medal, kind of that.
Nice.
But yeah, I think I would have been Wheat-Bix triathlon too. Got the bike league dialed, had a mate swimming, mate running. We were dangerous.
And you guys were speaking earlier, you followed the Track Champions League, but what's it like being here now?
I think it's definitely bigger than I thought it was in terms of like the production, and like we were saying before in another interview, like it feels like a concert. So yeah, it's huge. It's definitely cooler than it looked on TV. So really excited to be here.
Who's the lead singer out of both of you then, if it's a concert?
We're more dancers, aren't we?
Hopefully not backing down.
Oh,
boys,
mate.
hopefully not
You'll hear
backing
me
down.
singing in the gym, but it's not pleasant. Elise Andrews, our teammate, amazing singer.
Oh yeah,
Oh, is she really?
she blows all three of us. Oh yeah, the two of us out of the water.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
we need to get that clicked up. Demi, we need to sort that out.
And another Olympian from New Zealand who's a kayaker did the New Zealand national anthem for the Olympic team on a video. And I think they're making a song together, soon to be released.
Right, I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I think we've
Yeah,
got the
yeah.
wrong people in here for this, but yeah, sorry guys. But have you, it's obviously a lot more relaxing, like the World Champs, Commie Games, Olympics and all that kind of stuff. Do you chat to a lot of the other riders, not just the Kiwis, the Aussies, but other nations as well within the event?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's really cool to get to, and all the riders are in one hotel. Like you go to Worlds and everyone's in a different hotel, and you're normally with the countries that have the same budget as you, so you end up with the same. So it's cool to meet everyone, and everyone's relaxed and just hang out, and be cool with the international riders that are touring around together, get to know them.
Nice.
I guess the other levels of competitions are a bit cagier as well. Like everyone's got very clear incentives and things they need to hit, and stressed out about qualifying and bits and pieces. Whereas here it's like everyone's here to race and learn and rip into it. But yeah, it's too long of a period of time to be pent up and feral. It's like
And
stuck in.
the format is quite different to what you guys are used to. There's a lot of sprinting in one evening. Have you done anything about that?
Yeah, we've been playing around with some 3-up sprints
Yeah.
and just moving around the track, and we're both quite used to the Karen. That's our favourite one. So I think we're used to looking at 5 other people as well. So the 3-up's less cagey than a 2-up sprint. Like it's just people are on off
Yeah,
the line. So it'll be really interesting. I think, I mean, you could either have a busy night or not a busy night. You could have 2 races or 5 races. So.
And the sprint and the keirin in the same night, it's obviously a lot for you guys. People always say, and I'm guilty for one of them, it's like they don't have to sprint that far, but it is literally like doing the heaviest weight you can in the gym and doing it over and over and over again and being forced to do it. It's hard. So is there any training differently for that, or is it just...
We've been preparing for this since we were kids. We grew up racing carnivals and old club racing things, getting hammered by masters in our local town. So I think it's in our blood, this sort of racing. It's like a carnival kind of night that we grew up sort of racing in NZ and, you know, across Wanganui and Wellington and Christchurch. So yeah, frothing.
Brilliant, love it. Right, you're getting on the start line, boys. It's the keirin final. You're both in there. Who are you looking at? Who's your main rival? Who are you most worried about?
Beat Saunders, mate.
Yeah. we don't care. First, second, fifth, sixth. We don't give a shit. But, yeah. No, I think that's the coolest thing about the keirin is like if you have eyes on one person, then someone's going to catch you off guard. And like I think it's one of the coolest races because the kind of turnover of guys on the top step is so frequent. So yeah, you can't afford to focus on just one guy or give someone an inch of space. It's head on a swivel, mate.
And you've obviously all travelled, well, the Kiwis have all travelled here together. How's the jet lag?
Not good.
Not good. Is it
Have you ever woken up at 3 a.m. and just not got back to sleep?
Yeah, but not out of choice. Yeah. That was a different story. We're not going to go into that yet.
We're getting there. We're getting there now, but the jet lag is, I mean, I was saying to Hari before, I said, I can't wait for you guys to come down to Adelaide and just in for the First Nations Cup and feel what we feel every time we race. But he's we're not coming. I was like, we fly to Hong Kong, it's fine. Huh?
Brilliant.
And obviously, you've got all the events coming up. You've got London, you've got Berlin. Which one are you most looking forward to getting there? Because you guys, for anyone that doesn't know, these guys go to the next city after this and stay in between it. So you've obviously got a bit of city time as well where you can do a bit of exploring. Which one are you both of you looking forward to going to?
I love food, so any of those spots can kind of knock any city we're used to out of the park. New Zealand food scene's incredible, but those cities, just the scale of them mean that your choice is just insane. I think for me, racing on London, just my sister's living over there, so I'm definitely excited to sort of have her in the crowd. But from the cities, I couldn't pick a day. Like we're inundated with recommendations.
I'll just go straight in on Berlin.
Yeah.
I love coffee. I have a coffee roasting company back home, so that's a massive scene over there. And also like menswear and street fashion is another big hobby of mine. So I think Berlin kind of ticks all those boxes, and the kind of concept stores they have there merging street fashion and coffee in one store. It happens a lot, so really excited to have a look around there, and it's an epic track as well.
So we're going to see the worst of you in Berlin because of these shopping sprees and the exploring, or the best of you?
I said before, if I'm having fun, I'm dangerous, so probably the best.
That's also true. Okay, yeah, right. Watch them in Berlin then, ladies and gents. Watch them in Berlin. Do you own this company together? Tell us more about the coffee.
We own another company together.
Oh, right.
But I can touch on, I own a company called Slow Coffee Roasters with another mate of mine, Alex, launched about a year ago now, specialty coffee roasting company, so focused on, kind of really high quality coffee to the flavour that we like. And then the word slow kind of comes from this idea that people move really fast and they kind of just drink their coffee and they go and they're on their phones. And for me, I had some like gnarly mental health battles, and it was that one place that was like with a psychologist, we just sat down, we slowed down, and to be present and to like if people take time to understand what goes into like getting a coffee from Kenya to you drinking it, it will blow your mind. So it's like getting people to understand what that is, slowing down, appreciating what they have and where their feet are, and just drinking slow coffee, man.
And a company together?
Yeah, Podium Recruit. We started that around 2020. Actually, our coach Renee came to us and said, hey, I think there's a real cool opportunity here to give athletes a pathway into a career beyond sport. And these people seem pent up in this town, working hard on this career, but all this extra energy to throw into something else. And so we started Podium with a kind of niche recruitment company called Haynes in Auckland. And I think we've placed about 30 or 40 athletes across a bunch of industries. I think a real special one for us was landing our good friend and teammate Ethan Mitchell a role after Tokyo. So he's just gone from strength to strength in that role. And then a couple of real incredible rowers who got silver in Tokyo as well and got them both into careers. And one of them since become a mum, and the others become married as well. And so they've kind of been able to keep chipping on with their rowing careers and build their life beyond it, but also work towards a career beyond it. So I think it ties in with a lot of the mental health stuff that sort of Dake's alluded to before, giving people something to diversify their sort of interest and stuff into, and a lot of those people that we saw that were taking up the careers outside of sport were then thriving within the sport, because there's not as much on the line when you're jumping a boat or on a bike or something.
I mean, successful or not, 2 of the girls we placed quit rowing, or one of them quit rowing 6 months later because she loved her job so much. So
Oh, really?
I don't know if you call that a win or a loss, but I think it was a success, and it's been so cool to see it fundamentally change people's lives and gives them opportunities that they wouldn't have found anywhere else that we found them. And another guy, Jake, who came on board and was running the ship kind of full time and working with us, he was just amazing at just cold calling, man. And businesses just love to hire athletes, the diverse skills and the interesting, what Jake was calling water cooler stories. They bring a different dynamic to the workplace. They haven't worked the 9 to 5, they've seen different stuff, they've been around the world, they've travelled, so it adds a real different kind of element to the workplace. So it's been humbling for us just to help people. That's all it is for us, just adding to people's lives, adding to their careers, and just kind of humbly sitting at home and drinking coffee and going we were a part of that. It's cool.
You are good gents. I like it a lot. I've got a lot of respect for that and a lot of time. So that was our time. We're looking forward to seeing 2 parts of how many of your frothies?
There's one more frother here,
Yeah.
Elise.
Okay.
Yeah, and then another previous frother, Em, who's gone to the endurance side too. So yeah.
4 frothies here.
Four frothers.
Right, I keep calling them frothies. Sorry, boys. Sorry, frothers. 4 frothies. We'll look forward to seeing you, boys. Thank you.
Lovely.
Pleasure.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.